Hey everyone, it's Dr. Alan Bauman from Bauman Medical Hair Transplant and Hair Loss Treatment Center. And if you're suffering from hair loss out there and you're trying to select a hair transplant surgeon, it can seem like a jungle. There's so many different things to consider: the cost, the time, what surgeon, what place, what location, and so many things to consider. Everywhere on social media, you're getting hit with ads for medical tourism in some faraway distant country. Would you really want to travel overseas to an underdeveloped country for a cosmetic surgical procedure that would be permanent? Well, not me. But stay tuned. I'm going to teach you and tell you and share with you my ideas on how to select a hair restoration physician that's right for you. So stay tuned. So if you're out there and you're trying to choose a hair restoration surgeon, you've got a lot of things to consider: the hard skills, the technique, the soft skills, the artistry, the personality. I'm going to break it down into 4 key components that I think are important when you're selecting a hair transplant surgeon to perform your procedure. We're going to talk about experience and expertise, credentialing. We're going to talk about infrastructure and techniques, as well as the philosophy and artistry of the surgeon. So experience matters when you're choosing a hair transplant surgeon. In the 25 years I've been in practice, I've treated 33,000 patients, performed over 12,000 hair transplant procedures, and that adds up to a lot of what we say time on tissue. So it enables us to not only hit a home run for patients who are let's say, have a simple hair loss concern, but also tackle challenging cases. And that's really important. If you're going to select a hair surgeon, you want to find someone who has done the work over a long period of time and a full-time basis. And it makes a big difference because, when we say time on tissue, think about practicing an instrument like a piano. If you're practicing only a couple of times a month versus every single day, you're going to learn a lot more if you're consistent and performing the procedures or practicing your skill day in and day out. As part of that experience is a long track record of before and after results that you should review in your hair restoration physician's portfolio of work. The results should look good and demonstrate adequate skill and good results from the procedures. Don't forget to check testimonials and reviews online so you can see how the patients are feeling, not just immediately after their procedure, but when the hair growth is coming in. When it comes to hair transplant surgery, there's only one certifying board. It's called the American Board of Hair Restoration. And so if you're searching for a hair transplant surgeon, you want to make sure that they are certified by the ABHRS, American Board of Hair Restoration Surgery. It's the only board that's recognized by the International Society of Hair Restoration Surgery. And actually, it's the only exam that's specifically geared towards hair transplant and hair restoration. Don't forget, there's other third-party credentialing. You want to look for surgeons who are fellows of the International Society of Hair Restoration Surgery. That's a special division of the International Society of Hair Restoration Surgery. And there's also the International Alliance of Hair Restoration Surgeons, which is affiliated with the American Hair Loss Association. And they have a select group of physicians that have been accepted into their recommended list as well. So, American Board of Hair Restoration Surgery, International Society of Hair Restoration, International Alliance of Hair Restoration Surgeons, and the American Hair Loss Association are where you want to start to look. When it comes to the practice infrastructure, I'm thinking this should be related to not just the facility, but also the techniques that are used and the team. And it's very, very important that you take a look at the facility, make sure that it's modern and clean so that you can be assured of a safe and effective procedure. Make sure that the team that helps the surgeon is a full-time team. They're not just flying in, flying out, helping surgeons on a one-off basis. You want to make sure that they're there full-time and they have a long track record of experience. And the technology, for example, minimally invasive FUE, follicular unit extraction procedures, are a lot less invasive than the old strip harvesting method, and they're not going to leave you with a telltale linear scar. They're going to recover quicker, you're going to feel more comfortable more quickly, and have a lot less cosmetic downtime if you go with a minimally invasive hair transplant technique. Ensuring that you're going to have a comfortable procedure means that the team is going to use a variety of techniques and tools, such as robotic-assisted local anesthetic, vibration tools, cooling techniques, as well as Pronox, which is nitrous oxide, for the most comfortable procedure possible. And that'll make your experience a lot better. Finally, when it comes to the surgeon, you want to choose someone who has an artistic approach. You want to choose someone who has a philosophy that matches your own. Someone that can meet your goals, not just short-term, but also long-term. And so the artistry of hair transplantation is something that sometimes cannot be taught. And so definitely take a very good close look at before and after photos. Look at the surgeon's techniques of hairline shape and design. The angle, the orientation, the position of those follicles are really important in terms of ensuring something that looks natural over time. And make sure that he has your or she has your hair restoration goals in mind, meaning that they can protect the hair that you have as well as restore the hair that you've lost for the long term so that your results look good year in and year out. So when it comes to a team that assists with hair transplant surgery like mine, I'm blessed to have my team that's been with me for many years, almost 2 decades long. We probably have over a century of experience if you added up all the expertise in the room when it comes to performing hair transplant surgery. Don't forget, hair transplantation is a combination of art and science, and so a patient once said to me that when you have a process that contains a technique or technology as well as artistry, that's a craft. And so I believe that the craft of hair transplant surgery is very unique. I enjoy performing it every single day. And so if you're out there suffering with hair loss and you're searching for a hair transplant surgeon, you'd like to speak to me about your situation, you can do so from your home or phone, virtually or in person. We can have a private one-on-one consultation if you just click the links below. I look forward to helping you.